What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Utah Jazz as part of my series where I'm rebuilding every single lottery team in order. The goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. We just hit 2,500 subs on this channel. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Now I'm trying to hit 3K, man. So if you guys haven't hit that button yet, I'd really appreciate it if you could. But anyways, without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alright, man, so before we get into things, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the patience lately. I try to post every single weekday, but unfortunately I did get food poisoning last week. That's why I couldn't post on Thursday or Friday. I actually did power through and record a video, I think on Thursday, but my energy was just off, man. Honestly, just was not feeling well. So I went ahead and scrapped it. I really only want to post videos that I'm proud of, and I just wasn't with that one. But anyways, I'm recording this Sunday evening and I feel a lot better. So again, thank you guys so much for all your patience. But anyways, let's get into this video here. The Utah Jazz just hit the reset button last season, trading away Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. Now they're starting from the ground up, but they got a lot of draft capital and some good young pieces. This should be a fun rebuild. We're skipping the rest of free agency here just because most of the top guys are off the board. Now we're here at player progression with Lauri Markkanen stay put at an 86. Colin Sexton up 3 to an 84. That's nice. Walker Kessler up 1 to an 84. John Collins up 3 to an 80. That's really good. Jordan Clarkson down 1 to an 81. I mean, he's 31 years old, so that's fine. Taylor Horton-Tucker up 2 to an 80. Ochai Agbaji up 2 to a 79. Kelly Olynyk down 2 to a 77. He's 32, so that's fine. But yeah, other than that, just a couple of plus ones, nothing too crazy. Like I said, this team is in the early stages of its rebuild, so we got a lot of work to do, but I'm pretty excited about this one, and honestly, I'm just glad to be back, man. But anyways, let's get to season 1 where I'll get my rotation breakdown, 3-year game plan, all that fun stuff. Let's get into it. Alright, man, so the one we got Colin Sexton, who was a part of the Donovan Mitchell trade with the Cavs. Utah got Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, Ochai Agbaji, 3 first-round picks in 2025, 27, and 29. And then they also got 2 first-round pick swaps in 2026 and 28. Now, Sexton's numbers did go down last season, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, round up round here. But he was a lot more efficient, so that's really good to see. He shot 51% from the floor and 40% from deep. We definitely will take that. Now, in real life, I kind of see Colin Sexton as more of a spark plug off the bench, a 6th man. But he's an 84 overall in 2K, 24 years old, so still a lot of time to grow. I think it's going to be pretty hard to keep him out the starting lineup, so he probably will be our starting point guard at least for the first year or two. Is he safe for this entire video? I wouldn't say so, but the contract's not that bad, which is good. It's not even going to be 19 M's in 3 years by the time he's 26. We'll definitely take that. Whether he stays on the team for the entire video or not, I think he is going to be solid for us. At the 2, we got Jordan Clarkson, honestly another guy who I kind of think is better suited off the bench. He just signed a 3-year $55 million extension this offseason. Shout out to him, and it's not hard to see why. I mean, the guy's a walking bucket. He averaged 21 points last season, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. I do like Jordan Clarkson, but the problem is he's 31 years old, doesn't really fit our timeline, and I think there are some contending teams that would love to trade for him, you know, to get that spark plug off the bench. I might even be able to get a first-round pick, man. I definitely would take that. So I'm gonna look around. I'll see what's out there. If I find an offer I like, then I will pull the trigger. Again, not because I don't like Jordan Clarkson, just because I don't really think he fits the timeline. Then we got Lauri Markkanen, another guy who was a part of that Donovan Mitchell trade with the Cavs, and he really thrived as the main option in Utah last season. 25 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, round up around here, and he shot 39% from deep, man, which is really nice. We do have a team option for next season. It's about 18 M's. Best believe we're going to pick that up. But after that, man, we're going to have to give him a max contract. There's no way around that. And he definitely has earned it. It goes without saying, Lauri Markkanen is going to be safe for this entire video. At a 4, we got John Collins. The Jazz traded Rudy Gay and a 2nd-round pick to get him from the Hawks this offseason. Part of the reason why his value is so low is his contract. He's got a team option for 26.58 M's in 3 years when he's 28 years old. That's a lot of money for John Collins, man, especially considering he didn't play very well last season. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. And the most concerning thing is he shot 29% from deep, which is a big drop off compared to his previous years. Now, he was dealing with a finger injury on his shooting hand, so maybe that's part of the reason why he struggled. But either way, that percentage has to go up, man. He has to be a floor spacing 4. Hopefully getting healthy and also getting a change of scenery will help him get back to that. But if he can't, then we're probably going to trade him at some point. And then rounding out our starting lineup is Walker Kessler at the 5. He was a part of that Rudy Gobert trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is already being called one of the worst trades in NBA history. And it's not hard to see why, man. The Jazz gave up Rudy Gobert. In return, they got Walker Kessler, Jared Vanderbilt, Patrick Beverley, Malik Beasley, Leandro Balmero, and then a ton of first-round picks, 2023, 2025, 27, and 29, in addition to a 2026 first-round pick swap. It's a whole lot for Rudy Gobert, man. Definitely a bad trade, and it got even worse after seeing just how good Walker Kessler was last season. 9 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, and he shot 71% from the floor. The guy's a stud, man. He's one of the best young centers in the league, and he definitely is going to be safe for this entire video. Let's take a look at the bench now. We got Taylor Horton-Tucker, who is 22 years old. He looked pretty solid last season in his first year with the Utah Jazz. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. He did shoot 29% from deep. That's a real struggle of his. A lot of Lakers fans were high on THT at the beginning of his career. That hype has definitely calmed down since then. I don't think he's going to be a starter for us or anything like that, but we do need some more guard play, so I mean, there definitely is a role for him. It's just going to be a matter of how much money he wants this offseason, you know? He's on an expiring deal. I would love to keep it in the low teens, but we'll see what he's asking for. Then we got Ochai Agbaji. It took him a little while to carve out a role as a rookie last season, but he ended up looking pretty solid, man. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and he also shot 36% from deep. He's a good defender. I definitely do like him, although he is 23, pretty old for a second-year guy, but either way, I think he's going to be a nice two-way wing, so he should be nice to have. Then we got Taylor Hendricks, who was the 9th overall pick in this past year's draft. I'm really high on him, man. I think he's a good defender. He's a good three-point shooter. I can definitely see him being our power forward of the future, especially if things don't work out with John Collins. The Jazz have a lot of forwards, man, but either way, Taylor Hendricks is one of my favorites. He's probably going to be safe for this entire video. Up next, we got an older guy, Kelly Olynyk, 32 years old, looked solid last season, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and he also shot 39% from deep. He's on an expiring deal. I definitely think there are some contending teams that would like to get him, and I might even be able to get a first-round pick. I'm not too sure, but similar to a guy like Jordan Clarkson, he just doesn't really fit the timeline. I'd rather get some draft capital, man, so he probably will get traded soon. And the last guy in our 10-man rotation is Omer Yurtseven, just came over from the Miami Heat. He didn't really have the biggest role there, but I mean, he's a nice rebounder, a big body, and also an efficient scorer. He shot 61% from the floor last season. We definitely will take that. I don't think he's going to get any higher than like a 79, maybe an 80 in 2K sim, but honestly, that's fine for a backup center. You know, we got Walker Kessler as our starter, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, let's take a look at the guys outside the rotation real quick. We got Keontae George, 16th overall pick in this past year's draft. He was one of the brightest stars of Summer League, man. He averaged 22 points and 6 assists while shooting 53% from the floor and 44% from deep. That's really nice, man. Right now, I can't find any PT for him, but the plan is to trade away Kelly Olynyk pretty quickly here, and that'll free up a role for Keontae. Then we got Chris Dunn, who actually looked really solid last season. I mean, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, shot 44% from deep. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any minutes for him, so I probably will trade him as well, just because it's kind of a waste to have him sitting here, you know, so he probably won't be around for too long. Then we got Bryce Sensabaugh, who was the 28th overall pick in this past year's draft. Just like Keontae George, he's another pure scorer. I'm probably going to send him to the G League this season, but we'll see what he does, man. If he progresses, he'll carve out a role. We'll just see what happens there. Then we got Simone Fontecchio, who is 27 years old, undrafted guy. I doubt his ceiling is too high in 2K, so he probably won't ever get some PT for us. And last but not least, we got Lucas Omanich, 23 years old, 19th overall pick in 2019. Maybe there's something here, but he's got to progress if he wants to carve out a role. If not, then he won't be a part of our future plans. Speaking of future plans, let's take a look at our 3-year game plan starting off with season 1. It's pretty simple, man. I just want to sell my assets, guys like Kelly Olynyk, Chris Dunn, maybe Jordan Clarkson. I'm not too sure, but we're definitely going to be sellers. We'll just see what we can find. For season 2, I definitely want to add some young guards. I got a lot of forwards right now, not a lot of guards, so I'm confident are going to be a part of our future core. So whether it's by trading, by the draft, by free agency, I definitely want to improve my backcourt by season 2. And then for season 3, per usual, by if competitive, we got a lot of draft picks to work with, man. I mean, a lot of them things. So if we're looking good by season 3, I definitely am fine with packaging some of those picks and trying to win right now. We'll just see what happens. But anyways, let's look at our 3-year game plan. Let's into the trade deadline and see if we can make some moves. Alright, man, so we're here to trade deadline. We're 25 and 33, not too good, but honestly that's fine by me because I'm just now realizing our first round pick this year is top 10 protected. If it goes outside the top 10, it's going to the OKC Thunder. Obviously I want to keep that pick, and right now we have the 8th worst record in the league, so like we're kind of pushing it, man. I definitely want to be sellers this trade deadline. That way we can be a little bit worse. Let's look around and see what trades we can find. So I'm not gonna lie, man, I don't really love this trade, but I'm gonna try to send Kelly Olynyk to the Los Angeles Clippers for Marcus Morris Sr. and 2 second-round picks. The Clippers don't really have any power forwards right now, so they definitely could use Kelly Olynyk. I think it'll be nice there. Honestly, I wanted the first round pick for him. I looked around, couldn't find anything that made sense. And you gotta remember, the guy's on an expiring deal. He's 32 years old. Even if I bring him back next season, it's gonna regress, be even less valuable. I'll just take what I can get at this point. So let's go ahead and see if they will say yes to this. They're saying no, they want another second round pick. They will give me another second rounder. Yeah, sure, man. Why not? Done deal. And this is a small trade, but I'm trying to send Chris Dunn to the Phoenix Suns for Ish Wright and a second round pick. The Suns still don't have a true point guard, so I think Chris Dunn will be nice there. And then for us, man, I'll just take a second round pick. So let's see if they will say yes to this, and they will. Done deal. And that's it for us at the trade deadline, man. Hopefully that did make us worse, because again, I really want to keep my first round pick. But anyways, let's get back to simming. Alright, man, so we finished 29 and 53, definitely really bad. Honestly, a little bit worse than I thought we'd be. But hey, we're going to keep our pick, and we should even get a good one, so that's nice. But anyways, Trae Young got MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? I highly doubt it. There's our former coach, but yeah, nah. Nothing for us. That's okay. What about the All-NBA teams? If I had to guess, probably like Taylor Hendricks. On an all-rookie team, right? Where's he at? There we go. All-rookie second team. We'll definitely take that. Like I said, man, I wanted to be bad this season, but this is pretty crazy. 29 and 53. Third worst record in the league. Like, no love for the Utah Jazz in 2K Sim, but oh well. We're going to be tied for the best odds in the lottery, so at the end of the day, I'll take that. But anyways, let's take a look at the stats now. Colin Sexton led the way, which is interesting. Lauri Markkanen only 17 points, man. That's actually pretty crazy. And before you guys say anything, I actually did boost his shot tendency up to 99. I think it was like a 55 or something, and I even gave him 36 minutes per game, which is a lot, but for some reason he only got 30, so I don't really know what's going on with that. But anyways, Colin Sexton led the way, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. And how did he shoot from deep? 42%. Okay, that's nice. Then we got Lauri Markkanen, 39%. That's good. We got John Collins, 35%, man. League average, we definitely will take that. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. That's nice. Jordan Clarkson, 36%. Ochai Agbaji, 40. We also got Taylor Hendricks, 40. That's good. Taylor Horton-Tucker, 37. Like, we got a couple shooters on this team, man. That is good to see. But anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Lauri Markkanen, like I said, a little disappointing. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Not the best, man. Definitely came back down to earth after last season. Then we got John Collins, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. We got Jordan Clarkson, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. I looked around for a trade for him at the deadline. I just couldn't find anything that made sense, so I just kept him. It is what it is. Then we got Ochai Agbaji, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And how did you shoot from deep again? 40%. Yeah. This is really nice, man. I'm really happy with that. Then we got Walker Kessler, 10 points, 10 rebounds, and also 3 blocks. That's nice. What about our 2 rookies, though? Taylor Hendricks, let's check him out. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. And Keontae George, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. I gave him some more PT after I traded away Kelly Olynyk. 34% from deep, not the best, but it is what it is. Anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of these stats, but let's get into this playoff run, which does not concern us. So we're just going to sim this whole thing. I don't really care how it plays out. All I care about is this upcoming lottery where, like I said, we're going to get a really good pick here. So that is exciting. But anyways, taking a look at this thing, it's going to be the Hawks and the Thunder in the finals, and the Hawks win it all. Accidentally exited out real quick. It was Trae Young, though, finals MVP. Shout out to him. So now it's time for the moment of truth. What pick are we going to get here? Let's go ahead and find out. As it says, our pick is going to the Thunder. It is top 10 protected, like I said. So we should keep this thing, and we are going to get pick number 5. You know what? I will definitely take that, man. Let's go to the draft and see what it's looking like. All right, man, so we're at the draft with pick number 5, and we do have some pretty good options here. But I think the guy I want to go with is Zachary Richardson. I know he's a small forward, but he can play shooting guard. And at 6'8", I think he really fits that oversized vibe that we got going on right now. You know, Lauri Markkanen at the 3. Eventually, Taylor Hendricks at the 4. Walker Kessler at the 5. So I think he will be nice for us, man. Taking a look at his ceiling, it's Kevin Durant Hall of Fame. That's pretty insane. I'm definitely happy with this pick. Zachary Richardson, welcome to the Jazz. And you know what, man? We got a little money to spend in free agency. So I'm going to go after Lonzo Ball. I know he's an 85 overall, which is unrealistic since at this point he will have missed like 2 years of basketball. So don't worry, I'm going to drop that down to like an 81. But why not take a chance on him, man? We need some more point guards. I'm just not going to re-sign THT. I'm going to bring in Lonzo. He'll come off the bench, you know, ease him back into things. And maybe he can end up being our point guard of the future. You know, I really want that oversized lineup like I was talking about. He's a 6'6" point guard who can defend, knock down threes, facilitate. I think he'd be a great fit. So 19 M's per year for 2 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. And now I'm going to try to re-sign Omer Yurtseven, 3.25, 3 years. Might as well try to get him on a long-term deal. You know, he's a cheap backup center, so I'll take that. But anyways, let's see if he'll say yes. And he will. There we go. So now we got player progression. Lauri Markkanen up 1 to an 87. Walker Kessler up 2 to an 86. Colin Sexton up 1 to an 85. John Collins stay put. It is what it is. Progression actually had Lonzo Ball going up to like an 86. I dropped that down to an 82, man. I think that's more than fair. Ochai Agbaji went up 1 to an 80. Taylor Hendricks up 3 to a 79. Jordan Clarkson, man, I probably should have traded him last year. Down 2 to a 79. His value is only going to get worse, so I definitely got to move on from him soon. But then we got Keontae George up 3 to a 78. Bryce Sensabaugh up 3 to a 77. That's really nice, man. Even Omer at 7 up 1 to a 77. Overall, I think this was a good offseason, man. We're definitely trending in the right direction. So let's go to season 2, where maybe we can make the play-in. I'm not too sure, but let's get into it. All right, man, so since we had Keontae George is only 1 overall lower and a lot younger, I think it is time to move on from Jordan Clarkson. I'm trying to send him to the Denver Nuggets for Duncan Robinson and a 2029 first-round pick that's unprotected. The Nuggets need a starting shooting guard. I guess they lost KCP at some point, so they definitely could use Clarkson. For us, I'll take Duncan Robinson. He does have a player option next season, 19.89 M's. That's actually pretty unfortunate, but really I just want that first-round pick. And like I said, we don't need Jordan Clarkson anymore, so let's try to see if we can pull this thing off here. And there we go, done deal. And that's the team for year 2, man. We got Colin Sexton, Ochai Agbaji now starting at the 2, Lauri Markkanen, John Collins, and Walker Kessler. Off the bench, we got Lonzo Ball. Again, I'm trying to ease him back into things, so I think coming off the bench is good for him. Then we got Taylor Hendricks, we got Keontae George, Zachary Richardson, and also Omer Yurtseven. Maybe we can make the play-in this year. I'm not too sure, but let's sim this regular season and see what it's looking like. Oh, and also quick pause in the sim right now. Lauri Markkanen is willing to resign. Let's just lock this up right now before any teams give him offers in the offseason. $34 million per year for 4 seasons. That's a lot of money. I probably could negotiate it, but the guy's earned it. So let's go and see if he will say yes, and he will. There we go. And I can also resign Colin Sexton. Might as well do that right now. 20 M's, 3 years. Will he say yes to this? And he will. Cool. But anyways, let's get back to simming now. Alright man, so at this point I'm confused. I don't know if 2K Sim likes me or not, because the first year we were horrible, but this year we went 52 and 30, which is pretty crazy. I didn't think it would be this good this fast, but hey, you know what? I will take it. Luka Doncic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? It does not look like it. I was kind of thinking maybe coach of the year, but once again it went to our old coach Quinn Snyder of the Atlanta Hawks. It is what it is. Anyways, let's check out the All-NBA teams now. Anything here for the Utah Jazz? Let's see. There's Zachary Ricochet. Okay, we'll take that. All rookie second team. That's solid. And here's another surprise, man. We went 52 and 30, which is good, but I didn't think that was going to be good enough for the top seed in the Western Conference. That's pretty crazy. I guess I'll take it though. Let's check out the stats real quick. So once again, Colin Sexton led the way for us in scoring. I don't know what's going on with Lauri Markkanen. Like, bro, I gave him 100 shot tendency and 100 touch tendency, and I even gave him 36 minutes per game, but for some reason he's still only getting 30 minutes per game. So I don't know what's going on there. But anyways, Colin Sexton, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. And how do you shoot from deep? 45%, man. Yeah, I said I wasn't sure if he'd be a starter for us or not, but he's an 86 overall and he's hooping, man. He definitely has been nice for us. Anyways, we got Lauri Markkanen shooting 41% from deep. John Collins, 35. That's nice. Lonzo Ball, 45. Okay. Taylor Hendricks, 46. I mean, bro, we have shooters on this team. Ochai Agbaji, 43%. Then we got Keontae George, 39. We got Zachary Ricochet, 41. Yeah, that's really encouraging. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the stats now. Lauri Markkanen, like I said, pretty underwhelming. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. John Collins, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Then we got Lonzo Ball back at it after what, 2 years of not playing basketball? 13 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal off the bench. That's pretty solid, man. And Taylor Hendricks also looked really good. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Ochai Agbaji now still 13 and 2. Then we got Walker Kessler, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks. That's nice. Keontae George, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And Zachary Ricochet as a rookie, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. I mean, overall, I can't complain. Make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at these stats. But let's get into this playoff run where I guess we're the top seed. Does that make us title contenders? I'm not too sure, man. This is all pretty crazy for me. But let's get into it. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay. Let's take a look at the matchup now. So they got Jalen Hood, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Jared Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis. That is a pretty good team, man. Way better than an 8 seed, that's for sure. But we win game 1 here. It is 2-1 us. It's 2-1 now. Okay. 3-1 us. Gentleman sweep. Gentleman sweep. Wow. Okay. So now we're here in the second round. We're going up against the Houston Rockets. They got D'Angelo Russell now at the 1. That's interesting. They also got Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith Jr., and Alperen Sengun. That's a good team, man, especially 2 years into the future. So let's go ahead and get into this thing as we win game 1. Okay. We're up 2-0 now. Bro, no shot. Okay, I was going to say, we're not going to sweep these boys, but we get the gentleman sweep. And just like that, we're here in the conference finals. This is insane. So we're going up against the OKC Thunder. They got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren. This is another really good young team, man. But at this point, like, nothing can surprise me. So let's get into it here. I haven't even shortened the rotation yet, which is pretty insane. We're up 2-0. Okay, I was going to say, it's 3-1 now. Bro, no shot. Hold up. I feel like I got to show this, man. Let me come over here real quick. So as you can see, everything is standard. No funny business here. I feel like I got to show that. I normally don't. But we're here in the NBA Finals, year 2 for the Utah Jazz. That is insane. And we're going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, so they got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. Yeah, this is a good team. I'm actually going to shorten the rotation right now because we're here, bro. Like, we might as well just go for this thing. So let me get some more minutes here too. Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen. Yep, we're going to do it like that. I need Walker Kessler up there. I also need some more for John Collins, Ochai Agbaji, and actually give a little bit more for Lonzo Ball. Yeah, that looks pretty good, man. So let's get into this thing here. Can we win a championship in year 2? It's 1-1 now. 2-1 us. Bro, no shot. Okay, I was going to say, can we close this thing out here? And we can. Utah! The Utah Jazz have won a championship in year 2. That is insane. And look who led the way for us, man. Walker Kessler, finals MVP, 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Shout out to him, man. I got to look at these stats here. Lauri Markkanen led the way in the closeout game, 37 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Even Colin Sexton, a nice little 19 and 10. It was actually a close game, game 6 here. But yeah, let's take a look at these actual stats for the playoffs. Lauri Markkanen, this is per 36. 20 points though, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, shot 40% from deep. That's nice. Ochai Agbaji, man, looking really good here. I mean, 23 points in the closeout game is pretty crazy for Ochai. Then we got John Collins. That's nice. A little 19 points, shooting 44% from deep in the playoffs. Come on now. Everything came together for us, man. Even Lonzo Ball looked pretty good off the bench. You know, a nice little 12 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. I'm honestly at a loss for words. I thought maybe we can win a championship in our 3rd season. Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if it took us like 4 or 5 years. But here we are winning a championship in year 2. We still got 1 more year though. So let's try to go back to back, I guess. Hey, yeah, bro, it's GG's for the league. We have the 8th pick in the draft. Despite winning a championship, it's from the Minnesota Timberwolves as a part of that Rudy Gobert trade. Then we have our own pick at number 29. Like, this is OP, bro. Let's go to the draft and see what it's looking like. So obviously I know nothing about the 2025 draft class. I'm really just going out the best guys available. I see Isaiah Evans here. He's 18 years old, which is nice. 6'8" small forward with a Kevin Durant Hall of Fame ceiling. We definitely will take that. Yeah, let's make that pick. Isaiah Evans, welcome to the Jazz. And I feel like I get him in every single rebuild, but VJ Miller is here at pick number 29. Dwayne Wade Hall of Fame ceiling. How can I pass up on that at number 29, bro? We definitely got to make that pick. Let's do it. So I didn't have to bring anyone back in free agency since I re-signed Lauri Markkanen and Colin Sexton earlier. Let's take a look at player progression now. Lauri stayed put at an 87, but it does say 88 in the top right corner, so that's nice. Then we got Walker Kessler going up 1 to an 87. I'm sorry, finals MVP Walker Kessler, which is still crazy to me. But anyways, Colin Sexton stayed put at an 85. John Collins went up 1 to an 84. We got Lonzo Ball up 1 to an 83. Taylor Hendricks still progressing at a high rate, up 3 to an 82. That's nice. Ochai Agbaji up 1 to an 81. Keontae George up 2 to an 80. And Zachary Richardson up 3 to an 80. Okay. Then we got a couple of the plus ones here, nothing too crazy. Duncan Robinson going down 2. I'm still pretty salty we had to pay his player option, but I guess I can't complain too much, man. We won a championship in year 2, so let's go to season 3 and try to repeat. So I don't think I want to make any changes, man. We got the same starting 5 here: Colin Sexton, Ochai Agbaji, Lauri Markkanen, John Collins, and Walker Kessler. Off the bench, you got Lonzo Ball, who probably could start at the 2, but then we wouldn't have a backup point guard. I think it's a good role for him, so we're just gonna keep him there. We also got Taylor Hendricks off the bench, Zachary Richardson, Keontae George, and Omer here at 7. Again, we just won a championship. I don't want to make any moves, maybe mess things up, so let's just run this thing back, man. Let's get into simming. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. We went 64 and 18, man. The boys are hooping once again. I'm honestly so surprised by this sim. But anyways, Darius Garland got MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? Yes, we do. Will Hardy, coach of the year. He finally got it this time around, so shout out to him. And it looks like we didn't get exec of the year, but that's fine. Anyways, what about the All-NBA teams? Let's go ahead and check this thing out. Do we have anything for the Utah Jazz? No, we don't, but okay. So we're the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Once again, let's take a look at the stats real quick. Lauri Markkanen finally led the way for us, man. 19 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And how do you shoot from deep? 43%, man. John Collins, 43%. Hey, that has been a really nice development. He's been knocking that thing down, so that's really good. Colin Sexton, 39%. I mean, bro, we got shooters here. Ochai Agbaji, 47. Lonzo Ball, 46. Taylor Hendricks, 44. We got Keontae George, 45. Even like Zachary Richardson, 36. Yeah, man, this team is insane. But anyways, let's take a look at the rest of these stats. As our second leading scorer was actually John Collins. That's pretty crazy. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. All he needed was that change in scenery. He's really thriving here, so that's exciting to see. But anyways, we got Colin Sexton, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Ochai Agbaji, a nice little 14 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Then we got Lonzo Ball still doing his thing off the bench, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. That's nice. But anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of these stats. I'm ready for this playoff run. Let's try to go back to back. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup here. They got Ayo Dosunmu, Bradley Beal at the 2. Interesting. They also got Anthony Edwards, Kwame Evans, and Naz Reid. So no Karl Anthony Towns and no Rudy Gobert. I don't know what's going on in Minnesota, but honestly, I'm not too worried about this team. And I'm not gonna lie, if I were the Timberwolves, I would be feeling some type of way right now, because this is the team that I gave up all of my draft picks to, in addition to a lot of good players in order to get Rudy Gobert. Like, that's a trade you do if you're trying to win right now. So just imagine doing all that and then seeing the Utah Jazz win a championship before you. I would feel salty, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, this is pretty easy for us as we end up beating them in 5 games. Now we're here in the second round going up against the Los Angeles Lakers, I think for the second year in a row, right? I'm not too sure. But anyways, they got pretty much the same starting lineup here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this thing game by game. We won game 1, okay. It's 2-1 now. I'm sorry, 2-0. Now it's 2-1. 3-1 us. And bro, I still have not messed around with the rotation yet, and it really has not mattered. So going up against the OKC Thunder, they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Cody Williams, who's the younger brother of Jalen Williams. That's pretty cool. So they're starting alongside each other. And then they got Chet Holmgren at the 5. Let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. As we win game 1, okay. We're up 2-0 now. Bro, this is insane, man. Clean sweeping them boys, and now we're here in the NBA Finals once again, and this time we're facing the Detroit Pistons. Okay, let's check out this matchup. They got Kate Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Asar Thompson, Jalen Smith, and Jalen Duren. I'm pretty sure that we're the better team here, but let's get into it. It's a win game one. It's 2-0 us. Haven't even messed around with the rotation, bro. It is not necessary. Lauri Markkanen Finals MVP, by the way. Didn't get it last year, but he gets it this time. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Shot 42% from deep. Okay, Lauri. But he wasn't the only one hooping, man. John Collins in a closeout game, 21 points, 8 rebounds. The playoff stats, nothing too crazy. And actually wasn't knocking down the 3-ball. But still, I feel like John Collins did a lot better than I thought he would in this sim, so that's nice. Colin Sexton a nice little 16 and 6 in the closeout game. His playoff stats a little bit above average, nothing too crazy, but like, who was really hooping for us? That's what I want to know here. As let's see, Ochai Agbaji, okay, 15 points and shooting 50% from deep, man. Yeah, he ended up being really nice for us. And honestly, this rebuild went a lot better than I thought it would. I didn't think we'd win 2 championships, but we made it happen, man, and we can win a lot more in the future. I'm pretty sure about that. I definitely had a lot of fun with this one. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Again, we just hit 2,500 subs on this channel, so if you could help me get to 3K, I'd really appreciate it. But anyways, man, this has been 2KJ. Blessings.